My name is Namarig Ahmed. I was born in United Arab Emirates in a city called Sharjah. I am African Sudanese. I am also Muslim. It's a very big part of my culture and my faith and my religion. I have this quote that I really want to read about moving to Regent Park specifically. I had to write a paper in university. I was really interested in Regent Park and all the negativity that it had, and I didn't feel like we were negative, nor were my neighbors. So I didn't know where that was. I was a little confused by it. But this quote by James Baldwin was a quote that I used in the essay, and I want to read it here. He was writing to his nephew, and he said, "This innocent country set you down in a ghetto, in which, in fact, it intended that you to perish. You were not expected to aspire to excellence. You were expected to make peace with mediocrity." That quote really got to me because I'm like, oh, I wonder why we were moved here. So, I mean, there's so many different areas, subsidized, housing. And when I read that quote, I'm kind of like, oh, is that what they expected, the system? But moving here, we were scared. We heard a lot of negative things about Regent Park. My father, one of the first things he said to us was, you don't talk to people, you have to stay here, you have to this, just stay in your home. Within 6 months, we didn't do that. We got to know people, but we were scared coming in at first, very, very afraid. Walking down Regent Street, what I see people from all walks of life. I see women that look like me with hijabs on that would always greet with a big smile. And if I can't see their smile, I can see their eyes smiling at me, and I get my eyes to smile back. When I graduated, mothers would call me from Regent Park, letting me know that they're concerned about their child, they're concerned about their youth. Sometimes the youth themselves would call me and they're concerned. And it's because they've heard I did mental health and addictions. So there's a level of trust that they built with me, and I was so honored to receive the calls, and I would try to respond. There was a time where the calls were just a lot, and there was a lot going on. And I think the gun violence in Regent Park was unbelievable. When I saw that the calls were just escalating, I connected with Toronto Community Housing, a wonderful manager in Regent Park at the time named Barry Thomas. I said to him, hey, people are calling me. I need space to just meet some of these youth and connect with them and just make sure they're okay and see if I can connect them with resources and just provide some well-being support, some counseling, whatever they might need. And I remember he said to me, I will give you space if you see the moms, because the moms need this. And at first I was like, oh, I don't do moms, I just do youth, But because of his condition, we decided to see the mothers as well. And I'm so grateful for him. He put something in my mind, a seed that I didn't really think about before. And that's to care for the moms, to care for the families, and not just the youth, especially when it comes to mental health and counseling and therapy and crisis. Who's with the youth all the time is the mothers. So on Saturdays, my friend and I would meet with the moms, and we would just sit and hold space and have them share and have them talk about the different things they're dealing with at home, the different crises, the different issues, the loss, the pain, the trauma. But we also did the same thing with their children. So we got all their kids together, and we had about, I think, 20 of the kids, and we realized that they need to be seen more regularly. And so we would see them, we'd connect with them, we'd take them to different places to have different conversations. The numbers started to increase, and I realized that we can't manage this. The calls didn't stop coming, and the needs didn't go away. And then, all the things that happened, in America with the Black Lives Matter movement really started to put a lot into perspective for people in Regent Park, for myself, why these barriers exist. It's because a lot of these calls are from Black moms. They're from Black kids. A lot of them happen to be Muslim because they live in Regent Park, but a lot of them are also not. The commonality was the race, and that was where the difficulty came in. That really put things in perspective for me. So what happened with George Floyd, I think he started a movement. The Black Lives Matter movement was one, but something really different happened. That pain caused a lot of change. We officially started ONESA, Mental Health Services for Black Youth. We know that spirituality is a really big part of the work that we need to do, and so we honor the entire person by seeing spirituality as well. Whichever way that's defined by the individual, spirituality can just be purpose and meaning. What's important to that person? Our healthcare providers appreciate the importance of spirituality in the work that we do. They appreciate the importance of cultural safety. There are services, they just don't feel safe when you're Black. The access is different when you're a Black person named Muhammad trying to get those services that has a history of living in a place like Regent Park. Already the stigma that comes to you when you enter certain facilities is unsurmountable sometimes. And so in our space, you're safe. The people that you see look like you. I was talking to some of the youth about, what's different about Wanasa, and one of them said, you guys understand us. I hope I did justice to explaining how much I love Regent Park and how honored I am to be back in the way that I am. I feel like it's such a privilege to be able to do this and to be welcome back to do it. I could have been in different places, but there's a reason why I'm here, and I feel really humbled and honored to be here.